Yo, what's up guys? Nathan or Feeds here. Welcome back to another video. So at this point, I've already made a few videos on gym reruns before. The first video was right after the strings nerf, so it was more so just a bit of an update video on how much money you'll make from gym reruns after the nerf. The other two videos were on specific gym rerun strategies or routes that were getting popularized, and overall just how much money you'll make if you decide to do them. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the popular gym rerun strategies currently, and when or whether or not you should do them. A lot of the information I'm going to be talking about in this video is from the 6 Pillars Gym Rerun document, which includes information on other gym reruns, not only the 6 Pillars Gym Rerun. So if you guys want to read it or save it for reference, it will be linked at the top of the description. Let's get into it. The first gym rerun I'm going to be talking about is the Double Typhlosion Gym Rerun. A lot of people choose this gym rerun because it is so simple and cheap to get started. All you need is a low-level Prankster Tailwind, a low-level Torkoal to set Sun, and then 2 Typhlosions where you will just spam Eruption and profit. If we have a look at the GTL, we can see a Drought Torkoal is around 5k, a Prankster Tailwind Pokemon is around just over 20k, and then for the Typhlosions, I had a look on the GTL, 25 plus special attack and speed, and there's 2 at the bottom of the first page, 1 modest, 1 rash, we want plus special attack, that is not minus speed, and we can see there is 1 for 66 and 1 for 70k. You do need to train these up to level 100, the Typhlosions that is. So based on the lowest price on the GTL, the cost of this team is just under 160k. Now, according to the route, you will be doing 21 gyms in this rerun, which results in just over 260k profit without donator status. Now, I would only recommend this gym rerun to extremely new players, and what I mean by that is maybe you don't even have a single level 100 Pokemon yet, maybe you're not done all 5 regions yet, maybe you've just heard of gym reruns and want to sort of think towards a goal or towards starting a gym rerun team. I would actually recommend a trainer rerun with Cloyster instead of this gym rerun here. And the reason for that is simply because the Pokemon are not reusable, so you're spending like 160k on Pokemon that you're only going to use for this purpose. In a Cloyster trainer rerun, for example, you will use Cloyster throughout so many different activities, and you are only making a bit less every hour you do it, and you can use that money towards building an actually good gym rerun team that will net you so much more profit. For example, the 6 Pillars Gym Rerun. The 6 Pillars Gym Rerun is my personal recommendation for everyone, and that is due to its consistency and how much money you make. Now, I have already made a video on this gym rerun before, but let's quickly recap with some additional information. So first of all, the estimated cost of building this team is just over 1.3 million Pokeyen. Now you might think that that is a lot, which it is, so for new players to just have 1.3 mil to spend is probably not going to happen, which is why I recommend starting out with either the last gym rerun or a Cloyster trainer rerun. But once you have the money to build this team, you should do it as soon as possible because you have the potential to make over 400,000 Pokeyen in just the hour of the gym rerun. You can increase this even more to over 500k if you start off with Red or an Elite 4 member, or both, and make over 600k. On average though, it's probably gonna be just under 400k for like the average player, which is pretty significant over the first gym rerun we talked about. Something to note about the 6 Pillars Gym Rerun is that there are different routes depending on what you want to do. So there is what they call a beginner route with no item swaps and no X items, and there are 3 more different routes. the last one being with item swaps and with X items. I just want to throw out there that no matter who you are, I would highly recommend just going with the hardest route from the beginning. It might annoy you, it might hurt you, but it is so much more worth it to complete an extra, like, let's say 2 gyms and spending 4,000 Pokeyen on X items than to miss out on extra gyms for absolutely no reason. The last gym rerun we will be talking about in full in this video is the 7 Hells gym rerun, which I have also made a video on that I will link in the description. I only recommend this gym rerun to those who already have a lot of money available and want to do a gym rerun on multiple accounts at the same time. This is the only way this gym rerun is worth it due to the amount of RNG it relies on, leading to a lot of inconsistencies. The appeal for this gym rerun is because it is kind of simple. For the most part, all you do is just spam A, spam the same move over and over again, with no item swaps, no items, etc. In reality, it isn't that simple though. You still need to have the document open at all times because there is about a 1 in 6 chance on a lot of gyms where you will need to deviate from just spamming A, which makes it just like any other gym rerun in my personal experience. So I personally would rather take consistency over like somewhat simplicity of just spamming A. And this gym rerun is really good, again, if you're doing it on multiple accounts at the same time, because no matter what, even if you're only doing like 26 gyms, 28 gyms, instead of 29 or 30 or whatever, if it's on multiple accounts, you're obviously making more money. The team also costs a ton of money to breed or buy, mainly due to hidden ability Jolly Excadrill, and you are also, I guess, incentivized to make all Pokemon 5x31 for the most efficiency, but it is definitely not required. From experience, I think 27 gyms is a fair average for the 7 Hells gym rerun, which results in 360k on an amulet coin and donator per account. So if you have multiple accounts with all regions completed, you have another device, and you want to do 2 gym reruns at the same time, this is definitely the way to go. Something that I do want to mention is that over the last couple weeks or so, I've been using new custom strings by Super World Sun. These are not the same custom strings from, a few months ago where it would speed up your game a ton, but there is some really cool customization additions. It puts your choice items to the top of your bag, for example, so you can swap the choice items much easier. It does increase text speed on specific gym leaders, as well as I believe it's Sinnoh and Johto. So it does increase your game speed or text speed a tiny bit, but it is not a huge difference. I do recommend using these strings or some sort of custom strings that do the same thing, so I will leave a link for them in the description. That's it for today's video, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more content like this. Peace, guys.